We still have to go get my car. Tuesday. Hmm? So, what is up, Harrisburg? How's it going, my guy? How's your Sunday going? Want to know what you guys. So, today's going to be a little bit different. Today, we'll be talking about a couple sports today. I did see your Mavs. Luca hit a dagger. You know, all you hear is the bang, bang. Man, Luca is an absolute freak. Luca is only 21 years old, but still able to, not still, he's doing crazy stuff. A lot of people compare him to James Harden. It's going to be excited to see how his future plays out with the Dallas Mavs. 2-2. Playoff P is showing the world that he's still playoff P, and he's going to continue to suck in the playoffs. So I hope it's the Mavs and the Rockets in the Western Conference Finals. That would be very fun if you're a fun for a Houston fan. No, no KP, no problem. Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis is an absolute beast. That's why they call him the unicorn. George Paul is trash. Hey, well, yes, George Paul is absolute trash. I want to say he's trash, but he's not that big in the playoffs. He's never been good in the playoffs. If I'm being completely honest with you, just wanted to have like a little Q&A session. We always talk sports on here, but I wanted to get to know you guys more, you as the fans. What are you doing today, Ruben? Well, just chilling. You know, gonna be writing some articles, watching the Astros, which are playing at the moment. So people think PG-13 is better than Paul and than Clay. Nah, absolutely not. Clay is one of the best shooters ever. Is Westbrook back yet? No, he's rested for Game 4. DV says, "Do Rockets." Here's my thing about that is I will be discussing Astros and Rockets on live streams. So, but Rockets are going to be absolutely fantastic. A will like said, Rockets winning tomorrow. I absolutely agree. Rockets going to be a game that should just take home. But I have a question for you guys. You know, there's a couple things. Not really that much. Just hold up. Where can I find my stuff? What's up, Cameron? What's up, Sam? Hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday. Um, so one of the questions that I wanted to ask you guys is like, where do you guys get your Twitter news from? Your Texans Twitter news. Do you guys get it from Twitter, Facebook, ESPN? Astros are pain. They're still my team, man. Ride or die. What's up, Nesto? Chubbs, Earl Thomas was released. That's something we have to talk about, man. But where do you guys get your Houston Texans? Who's Nesto said from you? That is dope. Nesto, Instagram, 73. What is up? What's up, Louis? Bleacher Report, Twitter. There's a lot of good ones. A lot of people really go on Instagram. Texas Storm Report on Twitter. Yes, I absolutely agree, man. You gotta go Patrick Storm for his lovely news. Rick said Twitter. I think the consensus is Twitter. Now let's hit that Earl Thomas. Do last year Bill O'Brien had a conversation with Earl Thomas. He asked, they had this a whole conversation, and Bill O'Brien basically told him, "I don't think you want to play football. I just think you're chasing a check." Earl Thomas played okay last year, So do the Houston Texans bring him back? I don't see it happening. Apparently, we're interested. I don't know how much truth is to that. We've heard John McClain say no. We heard Patrick Storm say no. So it's really up to Bill O'Brien. Once some likes him, you know. Hey, well, like I said, he's not coming because of OB. I mean, OB might talk to him again. Who absolutely knows? But also, guys, is it weird being a Spurs fan and a Texans fans? Nah, man. I mean, Spurs and Tex. I mean, Spurs fans are a good dynasty. You know, they are a dynasty, one of the best franchises ever ran. Um, do you think we have a chance at Earl Thomas? Absolutely not. Carlos, talk about the Rockets. Well, while I talk about the Rockets, guys, let me know how old are all of you guys. I want a good consensus of how old my 713 family is. But on to the Rockets. We look dangerous. Even without Westbrook, we're dangerous. I love the fact that we're still resting him tomorrow because we don't need Westbrook in this series. We could beat the Oklahoma City Thunder by ourselves. There's no doubt in my mind about that. We should have got that call where it went out of bounds off Steven Adams' hand. Clearly, Steven Adams, that was a ref screw job, but that's okay because we're gonna just we don't need Westbrook. Rest him as much as you can. Rest him because if you get a healthy Westbrook in round two, where you're probably gonna play the Lakers, it's gonna be an absolute dogfight. And then say you play against the Clippers or the Mavs, whoever it is. So it's just gonna be a toss up. Everybody's around 16, 14. Mr. Rick Lewis, I'll be 40 next month, but your profile pic, dude, you do not look like you're 40. You like you're 22. Rick, we should go have a drink. I wish I could have a drink with my fans, guys, because all of you guys are a little bit young. Dallas secondary is trash. I mean, yeah, I mean that's why they might go get Earl Thomas. Do you think Earl Thomas could go to Houston? It's one of the teams he would love to come to, but do I see it happening? Absolutely not. Is Cody coming on the show? No, he is at a wedding. But that's just the way it goes. I wasn't really supposed to go live today, but I really wanted to add, just talk to you guys and have a good understanding of what you guys want. So basically, guys, I just want to know, where do you guys rep the Houston Texans? Are you all from Houston? Are you from any other city? Are you from any other state? Any other country? Because honestly, guys, we have had people from all across this country and halfway across the road in Ireland check out the channel. So let me know where you guys are from, man. Big Boy said, "You think PG Hall makes the 53 roster?" I think he does. The whole thing about PG Hall is he's just a little chubby, man, and he's 6 foot. He should, if the way he stays right now, he is a one tech on one that you're just going to be able to, rush the passer. That's it. But if you come a three tech like we want him to be, he's going to be able to be there on three downs. So I'm very excited. Antonio Garcia, welcome to the stream. He said, Rick, I don't know who Rick is. What inspired you to make your own channel? Well, here's the thing about this whole channel. So as we know, we haven't really hit a full year yet. We're almost there in a month or two. But what started me to make my channel is I was like, I didn't know who Soft Sports was. I didn't know who all the other like YouTube guys were because I barely watched YouTube. And I was like, I don't like the way these people represent the Houston Texans, right? Because we had other people from other teams talk about the Houstons, and I'm like, nah, like they don't really understand they don't understand what our goal is as a Houston Texans franchise. So it made me want to make this channel to give you guys great content, and it looks like we have, because we have a bunch of you boys subscribing. Love it. But it's just, I love talking football. I love talking to the fans. I love you guys as well, even though I haven't met none of you guys. Big Boy says he lives in the UK, man. Hey, be safe out there. After my career in the Marines, I came home to age, and I have a lot to say. I play sports all my life. Hey, we're going to get you on the live stream, Mr. Rick. Who do you think the Texans can pick up to make the Super Bowl? I don't know. I kind of agree with Houston Texans here, going back to that comment. I don't think we need Earl Thomas. I do think we need Mr. Jadeveon Clowney. Jovan said, you think the Texans should go for Earl? Patrick Storm said it today. The money has to fit right. So Earl Thomas, as we know, is one of the best he's he's okay. He's one of the best safeties in the NFL. A lot of tread is on that tires, boys. I'm not sure if you guys remember, bringing in Ed Reed a couple years ago, and he just absolutely just was horrible. Um, so I don't think so. I mean, do I want him over Eric Murray? Absolutely agree. I think Earl Thomas does bring a sort of swag. Chubb says, "Big question: did you play sports in high school, or are you still in high school?" I'm not. I'm actually 22 years old. I did play sports. I played football, baseball, and basketball. Um, and baseball, I was okay. I was decent. In basketball, I was okay, and decent. Football is where I pretty line. They moved me all across the offensive and defensive line. I would switch from a lineman to a linebacker to a small tight end who could block, or a fullback. I was moved all across. Um, so guys, another question is, how often do you guys watch the 713 Houston Sports channel? Let me know. Nesto, why did the Ravens release him? Because Earl Thomas got in a fight with a teammate, and it was a pretty like confrontational situation. Like, I think hands were being thrown. Um, Hands off. Well, what am I? I think I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so basically, it wasn't the first time he's been in arguments with other players. But you overlook the fact that he's Earl Thomas, one of the best safeties in the NFL, for sure, Hall of Famer. So if the Houston Texans are super excited, it all depends. Like I said, it all depends on money. You think your brother just re-signed on Thomas and didn't give his brothers a look? No, I don't think so. I think Eric Reed is not good at coverage at all. He's gonna be one of those. If we do sign, I don't think we will, but he's gonna be one of those. Those kind of like Jahil Adai. So if he is a good price, will you be interested? Absolutely agree, but it all comes on price, man. We have 20 mil left of free agency. If you're gonna go after you know, Earl and Clown, you're gonna have to. Somebody's gonna have to get paid. We wouldn't pay that much for Murray to go after Thomas. Um, yeah, we pay Eric Murray a bunch of money. Is this your full time job? No, I work at the plants for the meantime. And I kind of like the fact that like you guys, that you guys watch every time I upload. I try to give you guys these daily content. So the other question, like, what type of want to see more out of me? Do you guys want to see more highlight videos? Do you guys want to see, or just the stuff I've been doing where I try to post as much as I can? Um, uh, JW Football Talks like Aries. Shout out to Cody. Comes out live on me. Dude is a freak of nature at a wedding right now. He came over to my house last night. He got pretty hammered. Albert said, "Do you think we need to sign Logan Ryan?" I don't think so. I don't think that. He was targeted over 100 times last year, gave up 80 something catches. I think the secondary is just fine. A lot of people are really hesitant to say this secondary will be good. I think it's going to be perfect. Carlos says, "Yo, what is up? Bro, you're the best. Thank you so much. When you talk, it's better. I absolutely agree. You should be a Texans GM. I would love to be the GM for the Houston Texans. I would love to be. Who wouldn't want to control a team? How's Blacklock looking good so far? Yes, according to John Harris, Blacklock is looking like he's freaking he looks like he's looks like Aaron Donald out here. We lost Jamal Adams, Everson Griffin. We need Thomas, no cat. Well, we didn't lose Jamal Adams. We didn't have enough to trade for him. Everson Griffin, he went to the Cowboys. That was somebody who I wanted the Houston Texans to get. I do not think we need Earl Thomas. I think we need Jadeveon Clowney. Earl Thomas is a luxury that we probably could afford, if I'm being completely honest. How can we support you and your channel the best, Ruben? I mean, just keep on watching, bring in subscribers, tell your friends about me, tell your family about me. I try to keep this, this channel as PG as I possibly can, but I mean, that's kind of the way you guys support me, man. It's not only, just watching, getting people to subscribe, because we're trying to be the best out there, guys. That's our goal. And if we become the best, I mean, you guys are going to be the ones to be able to say, hey, we've been there when Ruben was barely at 1,600 subs. So as do I play Matt Hunt text on top said, "What's up?" He said, "You play Madden?" Yeah, I do play Madden. I'm okay. I'm waiting for Madden 21. Um, to get Adams, we would have to give away too much. I absolutely agree. The Astros just lost. Yeah, it's tough. Kenny still said when asked about Earl, he said no, we're okay. Yeah, he said no, we're okay because Earl Thomas is just like he's just a head case, man. He had a lot of problems in Baltimore arguing with his own teammates, and you don't need that for the Houston Texans locker room if you're trying to build something upon, a team. I think he could end up be a cancer in the locker room. Like I said, I wouldn't mind him if he joined, but we've seen him flick off the Seattle Seahawks sideline, and it's just gonna be a very tough situation if teams start losing. And if he goes to Dallas, I would love to Dallas. He can mess up that locker room all he wants to. Rick said Thomas is toxic. I absolutely agree. This is another underrated comment by Rick Lewis. Our vibe is great. Now our vibe is absolutely great. You know, Ron Rosales said if B-Max shows again in pass coverage, you think we trade after this season? That's not a bad. That's not a bad question. I think you have to. Because you're going to play against great running backs this season. Great running backs. From week one, you play against the guy that just drafted at LSU, the Chiefs did, and Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, and you got Davin Cook, and you got James Conner. So you're going to have a tough season. Imagine we went with Justin Reed's his strong safety. I mean, that was the thought that if you sign Earl Thomas, but it just looks like that is something that we would not be able to do. I mean, everybody knows how good Earl Thomas is. I mean, we got to forget he was one of the best safeties in the NFL. Now, another question, guys, because we did this before, and I've thought about bringing it back. I'm very hesitant. Will you guys be interested, coming on a live stream or being in one of the videos and talking football with me, and we posted it on YouTube? Oh, Thomas thoughts. H-Town asks. I mean, if it happens, I'll be excited. If not, it's high risk. I'm sorry, it's low risk, high reward, low risk. I mean, bad reward. It just all depends on his attitude, man. I mean, when you have somebody like Earl Thomas, dude, who is such a strong-minded person, of such a I don't want to say leader because they voted to kick him off, So Earl Thomas is a situation. Does Earl Thomas make our defense better? Absolutely agree. Absolutely think he does. It's just a matter of, like I said, it all comes down to money. Rick Lewis says locker room continuity is important. Absolutely agree. And that's one of the reasons why, to segue off that, I think that the offensive line is going to be better because of continuity. We're all going to be here. Do you think there are going to be any breakout players for the Texans? Great question. I'm sorry, MBR and JR. Yes. I think Lonnie Johnson, we're about to see Lonnie Johnson ball out. We're going to see Zach Cunningham become one of the best linebackers in the NFL. Your all-time like who are my all-time Texans favorites? RG Johnson, Owen Daniels, and y'all might find it surprising, Kevin Walter. Kevin Walter is one of my favorite all-time Houston Texans. Dead sure. We're gonna touch on what's good, Ruben. What is good, man? I remember a few years back, you try to persuade the NFL to bring a team to Houston. You made a petition, but only a few hundred people signed. Do you think the NFL will ever come to Houston? Daniel, I don't think I did that. I'm a fan of hockey, but if a hockey team comes here, hey, I mean, you bring more revenue to the city of Houston. I think we did have one called the Arrows. I think they were successful, but I'm not sure if that's gonna hop out. How do you think? How do you think? Who do you think is a player that should really chase the rest of the season? Okay, great question. Mike Williams, wide receiver from the Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, I said it right. Tyrod Taylor is somebody who is going to be okay. He's not. I mean, he'll win you some games, but Mike Williams, guys, if you bring him with Deshaun Watson, they were best friends in Clemson. They were one of the best college tandems in college football who can get the deep ball. It's going to be absolutely nuts if we find a way to bring Mike Williams back to the Houston Texans. Zach Cunningham is a true beast, so we should definitely need to pay. Definitely need to pay him. I guess. I mean, absolutely. There's no other option. You got to pay people like Zach Cunningham. You got to pay people like Mr. Deshaun Watson. Guys, if I ever, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it, but if I ever had some merch out, would you guys be willing to buy it? Probably won't charge a lot, but just throwing stuff out there. If I ever had merch, would you guys cop some? Tony Castillo asks, "What is the whole situation so far with Clowney?" As far as I know, and I don't really know a lot, it's like he's deciding whether to come to Houston, Tennessee, or back to Seattle. I know the Houston Texans have made an offer for Jadeveon Clowney, so it's just a matter of, does he want to come back? That's the only question. Is, does he want to come back to the Houston Texans? Juan Rosales said, if JJ Watt has 15 plaque seasons, the UCL is giving him a huge contract. I don't know how you don't, because he was one of the best players in the NFL, a for sure Hall of Famer. I know it's not for the Texans team, but what team do you see relocate to San Antonio? I thought it would be the Raiders, because the Spurs are black and silver, the Raiders are black and silver. So that would be good. Tony said, depends what it looks like. Yes, always depends on what it looks like. If David Johnson does manage to have 1,000 starting yard season again, do you think we'll keep him? Absolutely agree. I don't see how you. I don't see how you get rid of somebody who has 1,000 yards receiving, 1,000 yards rushing. You have to keep somebody like that. Thoughts on Deshaun Watson being 86 in Madden? Matt Ryan, QB, who hasn't had the playoffs, in a while, is rated higher. Watson is going to get that disrespect. That's just the way it's going to happen, because he plays for Houston. And Texans don't get any respect whatsoever. So we should not be expecting people who don't really follow the Houston Texans to rank us high. It's all a popularity contest. Houston Texans Todd said Clowney news was fake. It absolutely was not fake. We've heard from multiple people that that the Houston Texans and Clowney were in conversations. You think rookies that the Texans drafted will be starters? I think the top two will. Ross Blacklock and Jonathan Grenard. We heard that they look absolutely fantastic in training camp. We heard Ross Blacklock basically looks like Aaron Donald. So you're gonna want to see how they do this season. We heard Bill O'Brien say himself that this is a veteran season. Somebody. A team that plays a bunch of the veterans, and then how can you not? So another question for you guys. You guys like my channel? Question: do you think I should do you guys like the fact that I'm more of a supportive channel? Not somebody who really dogs the Houston Texans, or would you want me to be more critical of them? I'll take Clowney over AB over. I'll take Clowney AB over Earl. I absolutely agree. Tony Castillo, hold up. Carlos says, I doubt we sign anybody. I think we have to sign somebody. There's one spot left in free agency. Jose Sanchez, what's up, bro? What's up? Edgar Alacan said, make more videos, bro. Hey, man, I'm trying. It's rough. I work 12-hour shifts. I work 13 days straight, and my off day is on the 14th. So I'm working almost 2 weeks straight. I come home, I do a video, and I go to sleep. That's just the facts, man. So had a very good comment. Do a strawberry giveaway on your stream, and you know what, guys? This is what we're gonna do. I have a dear friend of mine who she makes fantastic strawberries. The best kind that I've had in a while. I'll be dropping the link below so you guys can go check it out. But check out those strawberries, because they are absolutely the real deal. Who are your starting receivers? Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, Randall Cobb. I think you go 3 wide receivers like that. Who do you think the X factor would be on offense? You got to say David Johnson. David Johnson, you drafted for him, man. But you're going to have to ride him. Edgar said Earl Thomas. I do not see it happening whatsoever. RS once said, what is up, man? Jose Sanchez said, nah, man, keep positive views. And here's the thing. I like positive, because that's the kind of person I've always been. Even if I'm in a situation where, life is going absolutely horrible for me, I always trying a way to find something out of it. I always try to find a way to be positive about the situation. But I'm not dumb too. I'm not naive too. If the Houston Texans are doing absolutely horrible, I'm gonna say, yo, some ain't going right. Yeah, so RS1, what up? Who won the Black Light giveaway? I'll be letting you know about that, Louis. The Kenny Still show that we had going on. Um, you should be a little critical when our Chiefs did come back us when the Patriots almost came back and us like, come on, there's no excuse for what happened. We shouldn't have blown the lead. Absolutely agree. When the games start going on, you're gonna see me be much better than I was last. I mean, because last season, dude, I was like still new at this, and I still am. So it's only going to get better. I was good with you, Ruben. Happy you're going live. We got to do it, Dead Shred. Happy to coming back, Dead Shred, guys. Since the beginning, he's one of the first people that would ever comment on my videos. Um, if Clowney to the Titans was happening, it would have happened months ago. That is the quote or comment of this whole situation. And that's why it gives me a little bit of hope about Jadeveon Clowney. If he wanted to go to Tennessee, it would have happened before. But there's something that is making this decision last longer. So who knows, man? Who knows? He's like, do you have a girlfriend? I absolutely do. About to get married. We've been together 4 years. The positive video gives me hope for our Texans. I absolutely agree, man. He's been working on his body. Yeah, David. Yeah, David. Yeah, David Johnson absolutely ripped. Was called, one of the best, in shape. So what's happening with Clowney? Seattle, Tennessee are bound. We don't know. It's just a matter of what Jadeveon Clowney wants, right? Does Jadeveon Clowney want to go to a situation where he wins? Like want to go to a situation where he wants to make the most money. I honestly think this guy he wants to go somewhere where he wins, because if that's the case, then he would have took the 19 million that the Cleveland Browns, offered him. So also, guys, another question: when you guys check out my channel, when do you guys do it? Is it every time I upload, or is it after work, or anytime you just want to pass the time, you just pop my videos right in? Let me know. Oscar Fernandez said, "How everybody west of Texas? What is up?" Eric Murray or Jalen Watkins? Who do you have more faith in? Eric Murray. He's played much more than Jalen Watkins. Nestle said, "Invite me to your wedding." That would be absolutely fun. Here's one thing that I want to do, guys. For the people that live in Houston, I want to kind of throw a get together week, not week one, but during the season together. I think if we have a Saturday game, I want to throw a get together at my place. We watch the Texans here. Have some amazing food. Have a couple brewskis with us. If you guys are interested on that, like I said, I want us to be a community. If you need marriage advice, Rick said I've been married for 17 years. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. Who do you think Texas draft? Who do you think? Oh, I don't know. I have to really check on the guys. Jonathan Joseph is with Tennessee. That broke my heart, and I know it's because how that would affect the Texans. Jonathan Joseph is a leader. Man. So there's a good chance he doesn't make that Tennessee roster. So we're gonna decide. He played decent last year for us, not that good, not that bad. So it's just a matter of I think it shouldn't have any worries whatsoever. I think especially when the season around the corner. Yeah, the season is coming around the corner. I'm gonna be popping these videos out like they're candy, ladies and gentlemen. He said, "I'm shocked, bro. I thought you were a 17-year-old kid doing videos at a parent's house, but I'm still shocked that you're 21 PS. Introduce your girlfriend to the channel." My girlfriend, well, yes, I am 22 years old. I did live with my parents. Now I moved into my own apartment with my roommate. It's just a baby face. But yeah, I will introduce my girlfriend when she wants to. She's on the bed right now. She's watching TikTok. She's addicted to TikTok. I'm not sure if anybody else you guys know is addicted to TikTok. Do you think Will Fuller will play a full season this year? That's a very good question, RS1. If I could highlight it, I would. It all depends, because we've known that he is a player that cannot stay healthy to save his life. So it all depends. He looks jacked. I mean, let's just be completely honest. He looks like he's in the best shape of his life. So if he manages to stay healthy and you get a season of Will Fuller, then it's all systems go. Like it's all systems go. There should be no reason why you don't make it, to the AC Championship if Will Fuller's healthy. Like I said, this season is Super Bowl robust, dude. It's Super Bowl robust. Nesto Nesto's roasting me right now. He said, "I still remember you from Mighty Ducks as the Cove." But hey. That's funny, man. That is funny. Goldberg, as you know, was the goalie for the only Mexican in that movie was the goalie. Um, Daniel Martinez said, "What game do you think we will upset this year? We will like if it's us coming out on top, I think week one. If it's somebody beating us, I think it's against the Patriots. I think that game is a huge is a trap game with Cam Newton. Fuller is gonna burn Joseph. Absolutely agree. During work or when I try to get a notification. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, I'm gonna be popping out these videos like candy. Who is most likely a player that we trade for? It might be I'm not sure. I'm not sure, bro. To be honest with you, I think we keep this draft capital that we have. When J. Joe retires, we should bring back Coach D Beast. Absolutely, absolutely agree. Um, Earl Thomas to the Texans. I don't make it. I don't think so. You're on a good trajectory, Ruben. I wish YouTube was around when I was 22. I mean, yeah, YouTube was. Yeah, I mean, YouTube was changing the game, man. Nesto, it's all love. Nesto, it is all love, man. You're lucky I cannot see your profile picture because I myself am a pretty good roaster. So can we get some donations to get Ruben merch on as well? That'd be so special. Like I said, guys, I'm one of those. You guys don't have to donate whatsoever, but if you like to, it's all, thank you so much. Girl, I'll tell you this. If it's week one and there's an obvious need at safety and Earl Thomas is available and you see Eric Murray just being absolute booty cheeks, I think you have to. I think you have to get Earl Thomas. Or if somebody that's in that secondary gets hurt. Dead Shredder, what's up, man? I see your comments, bro. I'm replying to every single one. You think we can make? Hold up. You think we can make it to the Super Bowl? The Super Blow? I think we can make it to the Super Blow. No, I'm just kidding. If we stay healthy, we absolutely can. Antonio Garcia, thank you for the $5. Let's get a jersey behind you. I would love a jersey. Obviously I'm gonna get some merch for this background. Right now I just have this picture of Miss Marilyn Monroe right next to me. But let's get some Texas merch up here. Like I said, you guys don't have to. I would love it so much. Ben Calavillo for GM. You're a big GM that will build ever because I trust OB as a head coach, but not just a GM. I mean, that's a good assumption. That's a good assumption. You know, I would love to be the GM. The first thing I would do as a GM is make sure Deshaun Watson dies here as a Houston Texans. Um, do you think this is the end for Duke Etchefor? Yeah, sadly, I do. I think unless he takes like a vet minimum, we don't know, man. I think it's the end. Carlos said wishes from Tampa. Hey, man, Tampa is a beautiful place. Hope you're being safe out there with that COVID. I've never been to Tampa. It's somewhere I always love to go. I've been to Destin down there. I've been to Kissimmee. Do you think a move is coming? I'm not sure, man. I wish I had sources and all that stuff. I wish I could tell you guys that, this is who we're talking to. This is who we're not talking to. I would love for the Texans to make a huge move. You know, um, who do you think is faster, Will Fuller or Cooks? That's a tough one. They have to be neck and neck, but it's gonna have to be Will Fuller. So it's just like it all depends. Like I said, it all depends on health, guys. If the Houston Texans stay healthy, this team is all systems go. Let me ask you guys another question because all you guys are in the air and the above ages. Edgar from Utah. Ooh, are you a Jazz fan, Edgar? Um, where do you guys work at? That's getting to know you, gentlemen and ladies. Um, Tampa is nice. I attended a conference there back in 20. Yeah, Tampa is absolutely very nice. If the Texans don't make any move, would you be comfortable with what we have now? Yes, yes. I think this team is very good, guys. I think, and this is just me not just blowing smoke up our butts, right? I think this team has what it takes to be good. It's just going to come to, can Bill O'Brien let people coach? Can he let Tim Kelly really run this offense? And if he does, then boom, then it's gonna be crazy. Um, the only move come his Watson throwing a touchdown. Absolutely agreed. Detroit said Arizona were a NHL team of '70s and part of the '80s. Very good hockey team, and fans turned up for the games. Yeah, I mean, I've never been to a hockey game, but I do know. Well, my favorite movie, not my. Well, it's kind of my favorite movie. It's The Goon with the guy from American Pie. He was absolutely hilarious. Y'all go check out the Goon. It's on Netflix. Detroit. I think you will like that movie. Um, Christina Aguilar said, "That's my son-in-law. I'm so proud of you." Guys, say hi to my my future mother-in-law, Miss Christina Geary. Very funny lady. Do you trust Bill O'Brien, GM, or what's your thoughts about saying no comment instead of denying what they asked him about the baby mom situation? That's a very good question. Here's the thing about GMs: you make good moves, you make bad moves. Let's talk about some of the good moves that he's made. He's brought in Lerman So yes, you gave up 2 first-round picks, and and a second round. I'm sorry, I was stuttering. But you now have somebody who will literally protect Watson's blind side for the next 5 to 6 years. You traded away Martinez ranking and you got back Carlos Hyde, who, was 1,000-yard rusher. You trade DeAndre Hopkins, a trade that I do not like whatsoever, but you have the potential of getting David Johnson. The one thing about that Hopkins trade is you have to give more. You should have got a first round pick. There's just no question about that. Um, the Brandon Cooks trade, we still have to see how it plays out. The Clowney trade, we still have to see how it plays out. A lot of people say we won the Jadeveon Clowney trade, and I don't think so. I don't think we won it just yet. I think we need to see how Jacob Martin, how Gary Conley really come ball out this season. And if they do, then they won the trade. H-Town, Rockets to the finals. Let's do it. Vibe player champion said, well, Elmer Thomas might be heading to the Texans. I don't see anything on Twitter about that at the moment, but apparently there's interest. I'm not sure how much interest there is whatsoever, but Bill O'Brien is gonna always be on the phone. If you guys find any breaking news, just let me know. Um, Going back to that Laramie Tunsil trade, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say Fuller gets hurt, then we still have Kenny Stills. I like that. Does Watson have control to change, have the power to control to change the play on his own, like how Tom Brady at Peyton Manning does? I think he does. I think he absolutely does, and that's what you want for your quarterback. Andrew Furman, thank you for 99 guys. Furman is an up and coming streamer. He has great content out there. Andrew Furman, please drop the link to your gaming channel. It's a channel that I watch a lot. And I really don't watch a lot of guys who play video games, but Andrew Furman is one of the best ones out there, and he's just funny. He just says funny stuff. Edgar said, "I just moved to Utah, but still a Rockets fan." And Yankees, a Yankees fan. Sam Bullock said, "If we don't resign Watson, I will die. I'll die with you, bro." You guys don't understand it, and this is me telling you a personal story. And I don't like telling y'all these personal stories, but in Deshaun Watson's rookie season in that Chiefs game, and he stepped to the side, threw it deep, and Will Fuller to the touchdown, I dropped to my knees and I actually cried. I shedded real tears out. If my girlfriend has that video, I will post it for you guys. But I cried because we finally had a franchise QB, and him to be doing stuff like that. Like I said, I love this team so much. It brought tears to my eyes, and this is 100% true. I hope that video is still there. Do you still have it? She has to look for it. I would definitely post it once we get to 2,000 subscribers. But I dropped literal tears. Do you think we could play Conley and Fuller? Yes, I believe so. I believe so. The thing about Conley is you have 2 more years with Conley and Fuller. That's going to be a different discussion. It depends how he balls out. I already said my boys' Oilers lost in the first round. What you know about the Oilers, man? You're 12 years old. Talking about how you can see he has been acting with Arizona, saying he has a hamstring problem, not practicing, something like that. Well, the not practicing part doesn't surprise me whatsoever because he didn't practice with the Houston Texans. And he's earned that. He's an all-pro wide receiver. JDC is gonna come back. He still owns a home here. He still lives here in the off season. Just makes sense, and the money's the same. Why not stay home? Just my 2 cents. I mean, that's the thing that we've all had. If you still live here and you live by Wolf Fuller, why not just stay here? If you say that you want to prove people wrong, why not do that and then come back? It looks good on Clowney, and it definitely looks good on O'Brien. If Clowney is here, guys, if he was here last season, we don't lose that Chiefs game. Or if we do, we don't lose it by that much because Clowney changes the game. I think even if we had just gotten 2 second-round picks for D Hop, I would be okay. I absolutely agree with you. I thought because Cardinals had two of them, I believe. If they would have given us both of them, I would have loved it. Drink some water, man, or get a Capri for Capri Sun. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sorry if I take a little water break. Yeah, my doctor said I gotta lay off the beer, guys. It was news that hurt me. The XFL is coming back this time owned by The Rock. Who do you think becomes world champion first? Texans are Roughnecks. Roughnecks, dude. They almost won it. Like last season. I went to the first overall game. It was one of the best experiences. And The Rock is one of my favorite all-time wrestlers. Another thing about me, I'm a huge WWE guy. I don't watch it now because of COVID and no fans in there. It just sucks. Even when you know that everything's fake. Hey, so somebody said that Kenny says want to be getting cut. That's what Kenny says is not getting cut whatsoever. No, I don't agree with that. Kick him out, yes, kick him out. He's a Yankees fan. It's all love though. Yankees, yeah, Yankees are gross. We gave up a lot to draft Watson. If we let him walk now, we would be a clown for making this a bad investment. We would just look as we just let go one of the best QBs of all time. One of the top QBs, top 5 QBs. I'm sorry, I was reading over that. I agree. But he wants to be here. And, Watson is going to be here for a very long time. I start virtual school tomorrow. A lot of people do. My sisters, both of them started this week. My girlfriend starts tomorrow. I'm not in school at the moment. I do want to go back for sports so I could do sports broadcasting and give you guys better comment. I was at NRG when we drafted Watson, freaking epic night. And yes, I have photos. Rick, we need to talk because I was supposed to be at there, dude. I was supposed to be there, but my teacher wanted to give me detention. So we could have met that night. Can we keep Kenny Stills? King Joy wants to know. We're going to keep Kenny Stills. He's not going nowhere. So the people say he's getting cut. Any news on a new returner, or does Carter have that spot locked down? I think he has a lockdown. I would love to see Randall Cobb get back there. I would love to see Kiki QT get back there as well. Squidward, I can't say that name, bro. But I prefer Earl Thomas or Justin Reed. I prefer Reed because he's much younger. So, and he has more upside. I'm a construction worker. It sucks, but hey, man, you're doing your job. Who cares? If the job sucks, but you're taking care of yourself, you're getting your bread, you're making sure you have a roof over your head and clothes on your back. You're doing what you're doing, man. I have all the respect in the world for people who do construction and all that good stuff because it's rough. It's rough. Our bodies are not built the way that people back then were built, where they could work all day long, like it's nobody's business. So Edgar, man, keep on doing. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. NSN 713 TGP. Please let me know what those means. Could the Texans have been able to afford to keep Hopkins? Yes, they could have. They could have afforded to keep Hopkins. He had 3 more years left on his deal, so he could have gone nowhere. But apparently, he was not that good about. He was not that good of a teammate. Antonio Garcia said, Ruben, what do you think about the Transformers franchise? The Transformers franchise is one of the worst franchises out there. They completely did everything wrong, right? The Transformers don't even look like Transformers. Bumblebee, that movie looked absolutely legit. But I was talking to one of my friends, Kanye, and we talked about Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon, and then Kanye came up with this amazing question. He was like, "Have you ever tried to explain the plot to a person?" I mean, and the plot is that the moon landing was basically that the Decepticons and Sentinel Prime landed there, and now they woke up for some odd reason and want to come to Earth and bring Cybertron and being Cybertron back to Earth, and now you have the guy from Grey's Anatomy and all that stuff, and you find out no, horrible. He was horrible, absolutely horrible. What star Chiefs player do you think will have a move to move on from him? No way they could keep all those five elite players. I thought it was going to be Kelsey, but it's probably going to be Tyrann Mathieu. Did you also get the home opener shirt too? No, I did not get the home opener shirt. Anything with shirts now, I'll just have my sponsors make them. If Bill O'Brien does win the Super Bowl this season, he got to get fired. I don't think if he does win, but you have to go to the AFC Championship or go to the Super Bowl. If not, then you should be done. Watson MVP. Yes, I put $300 on Watson to win the MVP. What's up, bro? This Rudy. Do you think Texans sign old timers? Gridiron. What's up, Rudy? Always been a pleasure talking to you. No, don't think so. Watson said himself he wants to be a legendary, win a Super Bowl in Houston, and if he does, dude, he will. This will be the first time we have a Super Bowl. Oilers couldn't get it done. We won't get it done. We have to get it done. Louis said Watson isn't getting paid. Getting paid pretty soon. He's too happy on social media, and he deserves everything. I had my first day of virtual college. So I'm nervous AF because a bunch of people I don't know are seeing the professor through Zoom. Any tips? How was the first day of college? Well, if this is your first time in college, it's be on top of your stuff, bro. Like, like the thing about it is like they're gonna give you a bunch of time to have leeway. Like you're gonna have time to do leeway. It's not like school where you go from where I went from 8 o'clock till 4:30. That was just a horrible high school that I went to. But if you stay on top of your stuff and turn things ends on time and ask questions, then you're gonna be straight. And don't be afraid to ask questions. I was one of those people who I was so scared to ask a question because I didn't want to look dumb. I didn't want to look like I didn't know what was going on. But that only just led to me failing even more. So I turned myself around. Freshman and sophomore year, I was absolutely a horrible student. Was barely every single class. Junior and senior year, I turned it around. I was getting AB honor rolls, guys. It's because it's like school was very important. And this is the old guy coming out of me, guys. If you're 12, 14, 16, you gotta ball out in high school, man. Like you don't want to be that guy who sees your friends getting accepted to amazing colleges, and yet you could barely get accepted to one. I was fortunate to get accepted to some colleges, but do good in school, man. That's the only advice I could give you: is set yourself a good life, or if not, make sure you go to a trade school. Become a welder. Welders make absolutely bank, bro. I start school September 8th. Klein ISD. Don't know what Klein ISD is, but hey, man. Bro, I'll give you my number. We could chop it up for sure. I'm not giving it on the thread, but I can message you privately. Yes, hit me up on Twitter. Drop my Twitter right here at 713HSP. Hit me up on Twitter, guys. Like I said, I talk to everybody. Just let me know. My mom was worried about me because I'm a freshman in high school, and she thinks I'm too young to be knowing a lot about Houston sports. That was me, bro. I had I'm so serious. That was me. My mom was like, Ruben, every single Houston Texan player, where they came from in college, but yet like you forget your books at home. You don't do your homework. My parents found out that motivating me was like, if you don't pass your classes, you're not watching the Texans game. So Daniel says the Transformers one good. I did like Transformers. What do you think about Fairbairn? I never really liked him. Fairbairn, when he has the right holder, was an absolutely beast. He's gonna be fine. If you have him in fantasy, you got to pick him up. College is about learning and managing your time and avoid procrastination. I absolutely agree. AB, I don't think he's coming here. I would love it if he came here, man. He says somebody in the conversation on Twitter said Texas are signing someone in a few days. Is that true? I don't know. I'm not really connected, but I would love to see it happen. I already said it. AB Antonio Brown. I don't know what that means, bro. Houston Texans talk. What's up, bro? Y'all make sure to go follow his channel as well. Ruben, what's the max you think we should offer Jadeveon Clowney? Do you think we should offer? I'm in the $11 to $12 million range with incentives and a expensive prove it season. I think that if you want him, you got to give him at least 14. At least 14. So some people be saying say I don't know. The whole Clowney situation just mind boggles me. I think he's decided on where he wants to go. Um, Kaimi is a very good kicker. He is a very good kicker. Houston Texans talk said we should be adding depth at safety soon. I absolutely agree. If I think safety is a need for this Houston Texans team. You request to follow me on Instagram. Is it really you? Yeah. I haven't posted in a while, or if you want to confirm that it's me, just feel free to shoot me a DM. Um, do we even have cap space to sign Clowney? Yes, we have 20 million. Or yeah, I mean we have. I mean, like we could sign people. It's just a matter of do we want to get it done? Um, Guys, how's your Sunday going? Tomorrow the Rockets play. Let me know what your thoughts on will be tomorrow. Like, give me your score predictions. I think 110-90 Rockets tomorrow because the OKC. I don't see the OKC just like beating us, you know, at all. Um, people thought that it was going to go 5 games. So matter of FYI, Texans on veteran special team guy Darren Beast. Yes, he's a special team guy. He's not somebody that will come in and do anything on Sunday, but special teams he'll be very good. Would you rather have Clowney or Tyrone back in the team? I think our secondary is fine, so I'd rather have Jadeveon Clowney. Ben has 0 effing points. Are you talking about Ben McLemore or Ben Simmons? Because I'm not sure. I don't think the Rockets are playing right now. They play tomorrow. But hey, playoff P is an absolute horrible. O'Brien has to let Tim Kelly call S games until he gets confident. If he yanks Kelly after calling a 1 bad game, we aren't going to get what we want. I think he just needs to let Tim Kelly run this offense regardless. Let him do it. If there's going to be growing pains, let there be growing pains. But let him get into a groove because if you just yank him, Watson's not going to get better. The offense is not going to. Imagine if we signed the YouTuber destroying because he's one of the best kickers I have ever seen. We have Kamir Fairbairn, who is one of the best kickers in the NFL. If the Texans sign somebody big, I'm not even kidding you, bro. I'll cry tears of joy. I will cry. I've cried twice for this Houston Texans team. When we lost to the Raiders, I'm not for Raiders. When we lost to the Ravens back then, when we played them in the divisional round, and I was just really getting into football, and when Deshaun Watson threw that amazing pass to Will Fuller against the Chiefs in his rookie season. Well, I'm hearing some names coming here. Well, drop those names, drop them. Antonio Garcia says, will you be streaming every Friday? Yes, every Friday, guys, I will be streaming. Just letting you guys know, we're about 30, 34 people deep. Fridays, me and Cody or me and some of the fans here, whether it's, whoever wants to come on, just hit me up. But every Friday from 8:30 to 9:30, or if it goes longer, we will be streaming, absolutely streaming, right? Talking Texans. And during the season, Fridays are going to be very important. Fridays will be breaking down matchups. We'll be breaking down our thoughts on the last game, then thoughts on the next game, on the game coming up that very Sunday. So during the regular season, you're going to see a lot of YouTubers make content. You're going to see who's really good at what they do, and you're going to see who's really bad. So excited for this upcoming season, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be popping out and balling out, guys. I'm gonna be on for a couple more minutes because it is a Sunday, and not only do I want myself to enjoy my Sunday, but I want you guys to enjoy it as well. Are you streaming during the games? Here's something I have talked about. Would you guys want me to stream during the Houston Texans games? Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be completely honest. One thing I want to do, and I want to give you guys full honesty. I I scream when I watch games. I yell games. I get frustrated when I watch games. It is very hard for me to watch a football game sitting down. And if you see me in my videos, I'm more calm, cool, collective. I am not calm, cool, collective when I watch a Houston Texans game. It's absolutely tough, man. Cause I'll be like, come on, I was I'll be, woo. Um, It'll be dumb. But you know what? How about this, ladies and gentlemen? How about this? How about when I get to 2,000 subscribers, which shouldn't be that far away because we are now at, I'm going to just give you guys an update of where we are at. We are 1,670 away, right? So at 2,000 subscribers, I'll be throwing a little get together at my place, and I'll invite some of you guys. I can't have all of you guys. Show you guys. We come watch the game, and then after we would do a group Texans video. How about that? So hopefully we get this. Hopefully we could get to there. And I think that would be fun. I've done videos where I've had just like a big old table, like a first take and all that, and then they all talk about the game. If it's like 15, 20 of us, I would love that. Um, Rick Lewis, I think you should ingest again, then provide content. I absolutely agree, because I don't want to just say stuff out of my mind. Nesto said, neither do I. My girl always kicks me out the house. My girlfriend, when she doesn't like football season because I yell. I yell. I can't sit down and watch Texas game. I can't sit down. Gridiron Rudy said, where is Cody? Cody is at a wedding. So, but I think that'll be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to like, comment, feel free to scroll. Like I said, I got 2,000, man. Share me to your friends, share me to your family. You know what? I'm gonna be doing a giveaway away soon. So on Friday, I'll show you guys what I will be giving away. But as always, guys, go Texans, man. First, let me answer this question: how much potential do you think Ross Blacklock has? All the potential in the world. I'll discuss, more later on, but I think Ross Blacklock was a perfect pick for the Houston Texans. Some guy who's great against the run and who just looks like an absolute monster. But guys, I'll let you guys go. Love you guys from Houston. Texans are going to sign somebody this week. They have to. Absolutely agree.